Well, the reason I'm so keen on VR is because, much has been said about it, but how I see it is what this really is a technology that allows one person to show another person the inside of their head. And we've never had anything like that. I mean, if I go off for months and work on a virtual reality and then present it as I would present a work of art or a performance, this is as deeply into me, my mind, as you will ever be able to get. It's as deep into my mind as I am able to get, And so I think that we will find out what it's like in other people's heads, and that this will be quite startling, actually. And that's why it's important to give people these very powerful and intuitive authoring tools so that they can build these things, so that they can show what their internal horizon of transcendence is like, and then the community can feed back into it and help. Because, we have no idea what we could build in the imagination if we just kicked off all restraints. No cost restraints, no gravity restraints, no strength of material restraints, because we're going to build with thought and light. Well, we know we have people among us like Paolo Solari, and we have dreamers among us, and Solari dreamed in metal and concrete. What would he have built in light, And so our real glory is our imagination, and we seem to be the creature with this relationship to the imagination, and it is an attractor for us into the future. My website I really regard as a very, very crude virtual reality, and I will make it better and better. Eventually there will be sound bites, there will be film, there will be VRML files, and as my bandwidth increases, as your bandwidth increases, it'll get tighter and tighter. But I'm starting now, I'm building now, and a child raised, born into this, and you could teach an 8-year-old child HTML, no problem. There's nothing to it. Don't be psyched out by this stuff and pay $60 an hour to some nitwit to do it. One morning with the manual and you'll be slamming away perfectly happy. Well, an 8-year-old child who begins at age 8 building their reality, by the time you're dating, you can bare your soul to somebody. So you want to know who I am? Here are the keys to the palace. Go take a walk. And of course there can be locked rooms in that palace that only nearest and dearest see, or that nobody sees. But this is who we really are. We're not these vaguely pink monkeys. That's the part of us that is most deceiving, because it doesn't show the mind. And our minds are as, some of us have slug minds, and some of us have peacock minds, and some of us are the alien, and some of us are, Tinkerbell. So, right now they're beginning on, I don't know which one of the servers it is, CompuServer, AOL, or somebody, but they're doing a virtual reality thing, and they're designing these things called avatars, which are not websites, but are how you will appear in virtual reality. You don't have to present yourself as how you look, or even as another human being. You can present yourself as, the left half of Mondrian's painting Broadway Boogie Woogie, or any other damn thing you prefer. So once you design your website, then you have to design your avatar. And of course, the avatar can be ever-changing. You don't wear the same clothes every day in reality. And again, when you say to people, how would you like to be seen in virtual reality by everyone else there, whether that is realized or not, that's a fascinating psychological exercise bound to reveal all kinds of things about somebody. One person will want to be a tattooed jaguar. Another person will want to be the monolith from 2001. Another person, a cloud of smoke. Another person, a cabbage. All this is entirely possible. And when you read Mark Derry's book, Escape Velocity, you see how much tension this produces between the body and the mind. Because we've never before been forced to figure out what we really are and where we want to place our bets. That sounds to me like a good description of Western civilization. Halloween every day for 3,000 years. Although Halloween, I don't want to knock. It's a good pagan holiday. Maybe more like, I don't want to get anybody excited. Yeah.
Are you familiar with MUD, the what we just mentioned?
Yeah, VRML, or virtual reality, is a place where the creativity, the staggering creativity of psychedelics can actually find a home. I mean, in any other field, a 5-hour trip full of 1 billion insights, but if you can take 3 and do something with them, that's a pretty good average. Once you have the tools to create 3-dimensional worlds that replicate what you've seen, then there will be unlimited possibilities. And of course, even now, there are groups that are psychedelically oriented. I mean, I think it's probably only a matter of, perhaps it's even online now, but a matter of months where people with high-speed connections will be able to visit the gallery of psychedelic simulations. Say, here's the latest MDMA simulation. Here's the latest DMT simulation with footnotes by Gracie and Zarkov. And here is something else. And also, I think people should be allowed to say, here's the trip I had last night. And then people can go and check that out. So it's about expanding communication skills. And as we do that, the differences between this and the similarities will, strangely enough, be simultaneously accelerated. And I think it's a basis for real community. I think it's amazing that with spoken speech, which operates at about 30 baud, I think, we were able to create and hold together a world civilization using speech transmitted over wire at 300 baud. That's astonishing that any cohesion at all could arise at such a... And the level of ambiguity is insane. I mean, the most uncool thing you can do in most social situations is say to somebody, would you explain to me what I just said? Then the illusion breaks down. And you discover, no, we're not all sailing on the same ship. But if we could see what we mean, if we could have an enhanced communication skill bordering on telepathy, there would be much less noise in the system, much less wasted effort, and so on. And I think the psychedelics have always existed there as a model for where technology could go. I mean, technology seems to have only 2 real places that it can go. It can go toward lethality, weaponry, or entertainment. And, between those two, we've got the hydrogen bomb. I think we need to proceed further along that, and all the delivery systems and all the other forms of weapons, not nuclear, the disease bombs and so forth and so on. People say, well, entertainment is trivial. Well, in this culture, a reasonable statement. But really, entertainment is communication of social values from one person and institution to another. There's no sin in being interesting, which is all entertainment refers to.